Hey guys, welcome to East Coast Brewing. What's going on tonight? Well, what's going on is we are going to brew, bottle, and taste an expired extract kit to see, hey, can you actually brew with expired extract kits? So here's the deal. I bought a Mr. Beer kit. Like I have a few different Mr. Beer kits. I've used them tons of times. You've probably seen it on the channel. But anyways, I saw this one on sale for like $30, full craft kit. Like it's got the keg fermenter, all the bottles, bottle caps, the extract kit, booster, sanitizer, you name it. It's got everything you need to brew in it, right? And it's like $30. So I'm like, hey, this is a great deal. I'm going to pick it up. Well, the reason that it was such a great deal was because the ingredients were expired. So I looked online. I said, hey, can you do it? Most places or forums and this and that said, yeah, no, it's no problem. You know, if it's a little bit expired, you know, just don't use the yeast and buy some additional yeast. They say that the color will be a little bit darker, but it should be fine. So what we're doing tonight is a Mr. Beer Canadian Blonde, okay? Now, I've made this Canadian Blonde from Mr. Beer multiple times, and it's one of my favorites from them. It actually turns out great every time. It's, I don't know, it's kind of an amber color. Like if you look at the can here, it's like a really blonde color. It really isn't. When it's brewed, it's darker than that. So I do know what the color of this is supposed to be like. So once we brew this and we're tasting it, I'll be able to tell you guys if it actually did darken because it's expired or if it didn't, okay? So sort of a little bit of a myth buster there. But, hold on, I'm talking too much. I gotta get my drink on. Now, I'll be 100% honest with you guys, I can't even remember what this is. I've got a bunch that I was cleaning up in the mini brewery here, and I took a bunch of bottles and kind of put them all together. For a while, I was color coding the top with like these little stickers, so I knew exactly what was in what, but I got lazy, didn't do that, and so this is either, I don't know what this is. This could be that Saison that we did a while back. Man, I don't even know if it was a Saison or, yeah, I don't know. Whatever, it's beer, it tastes great. It's quite a bit darker, more of a browny kind of ale, but either way, it tastes awesome. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna actually brew up this Canadian Blonde. Who doesn't love a Canadian Blonde, right? But get this, you guys. So the expiry date on this is best before June 2018. It is right now October 2020 when I'm starting this video. So it is well over 2 years. This should have been used well before June 2018. All right, so let's see what happens, right? Take it for a spin and see what happens. And we're going to use the expired yeast. Yeah, we're throwing caution to the wind here, man. We're just going to get her done and see what happens. Going to bust all the myths. And we're even going to use these carbonation drops that came with the kit too. Now, it doesn't have an expiry date. It just says packed on June 15th. Packed on June 1/5. So is that June 15th, like the 15th of June, or 2015? I'm guessing it's June 2015, so I bet you these were packed, you know, over 5 years ago. So, I don't know. We're going to see what happens, I guess. So anyways, so we're going to get everything set up. We're going to brew it to the Mr. Beer instructions. So we're going to boil up 4 cups of water. We're going to put this in there. And you know what we're going to do? Because I like a Canadian Blonde that kicks you in the ass a little bit. Yeah, the Canadian Blondes, but also the beer. But we're going to throw in 300 grams of dextrose corn sugar. And what this is going to do is it's going to boost our alcohol a little bit, you know, give it a little, we'll take a taste or a hydrometer test to see what the alcohol comes out at. But, you know, it'll probably boost it to around, I don't know, 5.5, 6-ish. So we'll see what that does. So we're using our Mr. Beer keg right here. I've got this sanitized. I got all my equipment sanitized. You know, this isn't really a brew video. It's more of a like, hey, we're going to brew an expired kit and see how it turns out. So I'm not going to go through like a ton of steps or anything like that. We're just going to brew it up and stuff. So first thing we're going to do is get, can't see me. Ah, now you can. Big Red. Well, it's kind of small red, but we're using Big Red to boil up our water and get everything mixed up. So I'm going to go up to the kitchen. I'm going to boil up some water. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we got the 4 cups of water boiled, so we're going to put our malt extract. Yeah, malt extract in. No, actually, we're going to put in our dextrose first. So let's do that. Hold on here. Let me adjust this for you guys. There we go. Yeah, close up now you can see me, eh? Okay, let's just move some shit out of the way. All right, so we got our 300 grams of dextrose. We're just going to toss that on nice and gentle because that water's hot. Sanitized spoon to mix it all up. Doesn't take long with this stuff. It dissolves pretty quick in that hot water. Okay, there we go. We're good. Right on. Okay, now I soaked the this can. Geez, I'm making a lot of noise. I soaked this can in hot water first to kind of make it a little bit more easier to pour. I smell it. You know what? It smells exactly the same as it normally does when I'm doing a Canadian Blonde or any other extract kit. But let's pour this in. There we go. Looks to be the same color as it always is. Okay, we're going to scrape this out though. Now, if you guys haven't seen my other videos, a lot of times I'll heat up some water and pour it in here to get all of it out. But I'm not really too worried about it. I think I can do it with the spatula here. Get most of it out. Just gonna stir this a little bit. Expired kit. Man, we'll see what happens here, I guess. You know? Okay. Let's get a little bit more of this out and then we'll be good. And the more of the sugars we can get out, the better, right? I guess I could have boiled up some water, but I was trying to just kind of do this quick, you know? So, you know, sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't, whatever. You know? Anyway, I think we got enough out now. I could take a little bit of this hot water, pour it in here. Nah, we're good. As you guys can see, there's a little bit still in there, but all right, fine, if you say so. Give it a little scrape along the edges here. Get as much as we can. By the way, sometimes it's a good idea to take the label off before you soak it, because then you'll get the little paper edges around, or the paper fraying around the edges. Because you have to be careful when that happens to make sure that you don't get any of that in your beer. Okay, that's better, hey? There we go. Okay, we're good. We're calling that good, folks. Okay, so we're just going to mix this all together with the sugar that we put in before this. Make sure it's all mixed up real good. And then we're going to throw it in our fermenter. Seems to be going pretty good. Smells good. It does slightly smell a little bit off though. Like, I don't know. Like, not in a bad way, but just it smells different. Like, it still smells like normal wort that you're doing when you are making an extract, but it just smells a little bit odd. Probably because it's over 2 years expired, maybe. Huh. I don't know. Go figure. Really do need better lighting in here. Okay, let's just put this down for a minute. I'm gonna try and make this video not that long, but I don't know, I talk too much. Okay, we're just gonna put this down here. Hey, check out my Jim Beam keg. Pretty sick, hey? I'll tell you the story about how I got that one time. Wasn't under conventional methods. Okay, so we got our Mr. Beer keg. We've got it full with ice cold water up to the 1 liter mark on the back, as per Mr. Beer instructions. We are going to pour our wort into here, and then we're going to top it up to the 2-gallon mark. All right, let's do it. Hopefully we don't make a mess. Generally, I'm okay with this pot. All right, good times. Okay, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to get some more water, and we're going to top it up to the 2-gallon mark, and we'll go from there. Okay, guys, it is topped up with ice cold water to the 2-gallon mark. So what we're going to do now, give it a good stir. Mix it all up nice. You know what I like about these Mr. Beer kits and like doing stuff through Mr. Beer? It's just easy. It's a small 2-gallon batch. You know, it's easy to bottle. It's quick. It's like 11 or 12 bottles, and you're good to go. You know, and you can even use like these bigger ones. If you want to get like a heavier beer, you can put one of these in here. I've done it before. Check out the double. I think I was trying to make a double IPA. It wasn't much of an IPA, but it was a double of something. Anyway, okay. So next up, hydrometer. Let's just test this out because we want to find out what our starting gravity is. So we can calculate how much good old Canadian blonde booze is in it. Okay, so it's kind of foamed up right there. So we're gonna let that settle for a minute while we have a bit of home brew here. I really need to stop drinking. No. Yep, just be silly. Okay, what's next? Let's put in our well over 2 years expired yeast. There is no expiry date on this though, actually. All it says is Mr. Beer. It's got like 196916, 5 grams of brewer's yeast. So, whatever. Let's see what happens. We're definitely taking this for a spin to see what happens, right? All right. Okay, let's put this in. Boom. Okay, we're gonna stir this one in. So I want to get the fermenting underway early. Give it a good stir. Stir that yeast in there. Get it all active. What temperature are we at? Oh, okay. So that's the one thing I like. I bought one of these thermometers you throw on the outside of your fermenter, and we're sitting at 72 to 75, closer to the 72 mark. So it's fine. Pitch your yeast at that temperature. You know, ideally it's around 68 to 72, but that'll work. Okay, boom. That part, my friends, is done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this ferment, I'm guessing probably 2 weeks, just from experience on the Canadian blondes. That sounded funny. Lots of experience on the Canadian blondes. Yeah, and then we'll give it a test with the hydrometer and see what it's fermented out to. See if it's steady over 2 days, and if it's ready to bottle, we'll bottle. You know what, I'll be back to do the bottling. We're gonna make it super quick. We're obviously gonna use the expired Mr. Beer carbonation drops along with the expired extract and the expired yeast and see where we get to. But it'll be super quick. I'll like fill up one bottle, we'll chat a bit, and then we'll come back for the taste test after it's actually conditioned. You know, we'll give it a couple weeks maybe kind of thing. So, all right, I will be back. Oh, hey. First things first, right? Let's see what our starting gravity is at. All right. It is looking like, it's not looking that high. I thought it'd be higher. Interesting. We are sitting at 0.1. So yeah, we're looking at 0. What is it? Sometimes it's really tough to tell in here. Hold on a second here. 1.04. So what are we looking at here? Hold on a second, sorry guys. This always takes me forever because it bounces around a lot. So we're looking at around 4.2, which is pretty low because, you know, generally we're usually a lot higher than that, especially with throwing 300 grams of dextrose. But it is what it is. It's not telling us any lies here. Yep, 4.2. All right, we're calling it 4.2. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, welcome back. It has been 2 weeks since we bottled our expired extract kit beer, and we're gonna try and taste test it today. Now, it's right here. Now, I don't know if it's carbonated enough yet, if I let it sit long enough, but the bottle seems pretty firm. So, you know, if it's not really fully carbonated, I'm not going to blame it on those carbonation drops being like too old or anything like that. It's sugar. I'm really pretty sure it's going to be okay, right? But we did use expired over 2-year extract, and the yeast was expired well over 2 years as well. So let's just see, right? Okay, so I was, as promised, I did keep one. So this is the same one, the Canadian Blonde that I brewed with normal ingredients, not expired. It was like brand new ingredients. And then that one's the expired one. So let's pour out this one. So just a heads up. So that one we just brewed, it started at 1.042 and ended at 1.007. So that roughly is around 4.2, 4.3% alcohol is what our expired beer came in at. So, all right, pouring that in. Now, I don't have my mason jar today. It's still in the dishwasher. What the hell, hey? Okay, so there's our Canadian Blonde with non-expired ingredients, and here's our expired one. Let's see what we get. Sounds okay. So we'll see. All right, let's pour some of this guy out. Seems to have pretty decent carbonation, so those drops are working. All right. Okay, I can already see a difference. You guys see that? All right. Non-expired and expired. Huge color difference, hey? Same exact kits. This one here is 2 years expired, this one not. All right, let's try this guy first. Non-expired. Damn, that's good. Wow. All right, let's take a look. That was good, obviously. Here we are. Smells a little bit different. Smells maltier. Tastes pretty much the same. Just a little bit maltier, that's it. But there's nothing wrong with that beer. Carbonation worked. We used expired yeast, expired ingredients. You know what? No problem. This is awesome. And you know what? Once the condition's a little longer, it'll be even better. All right, man. So what do we know? We have officially proven that you can brew with expired extract and expired yeast, and you're going to be fine. Yeah, and 5-year-old carbonation drops. Carbonated just fine. As you can see, it lost its head. But a lot of these straight up homebrews do, without some additives, right? But carbonation's fine. It's awesome. All right, well, that's it, man. Thanks for watching. like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that fun stuff. Hey, tell your friends, man. I need to get like over the 1,000 mark on the channel here, man. So spread the news. All right. So, oh, excuse me. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. Actually, hey, in case it's not up yet, just a heads up. We're gonna be, oh man, lots of carbonation on that one. We're gonna be brewing I'm gonna show you guys how to make a sour beer with extract. All right, cheers.